Hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, so this is now going to be probably one of the most exciting tutorials that we do. We are going to make an actual calculator that is going to allow you to choose which operation, add, subtract, multiply, or divide, and it's going to actually do the math, and it's going to show you how to do form validation, but it's actually going to do it easier than what we did right here with doing the forms 0.elements and all that. And let me show you what I mean. So let's wipe out our form here. Let's wipe out our JavaScript here. And let's clear our browser. Okay. So now let's build ourselves a new form. So if we go form, and now if you know about forms, you'll know that you can put a name to a form. So in this case, let's name this one calc, since we're making a calculator. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put num1, input type equals, let's do number for this one. And let's give it a name, and we'll name it num1. Let's give num2, type equals number, name equals num2. And then let's do input type equals button. We're not putting submit here, because when you use submit, it automatically wants to submit the form and kind of look for PHP code, not JavaScript code. But when you use a button, it doesn't really do anything when you click it unless you tell it to. So we can use the on click with it like we did before to actually validate this form. So let's do on click equals do calc. Now, before we go any further, let's go in here and let's make a select. And we're also going to name that, and we're going to name that operator. Let's make it operation, which operation we want to do. And then we're going to close that select right there like that. And then we're going to go option value equals, and we're just going to do plus option, value equals minus option value equals multiply. Whoa, look at my spelling on that one. Woo. Alright, and then option value equals divide. Okay. Now, if we look at this form, you'll see that we have number boxes here. Oops, I forgot to give our button a value. So let's give that a value of calculate. Okay, so this is going to be our mini calculator right here. We're going to give it one number, we're going to give it a second number. In between here, we're going to choose which calculation we want, and then we're going to hit calculate. So now we have to look at this here. Okay, so we named this function do calc. So we got to come over here to our JavaScript, and we have to make this function do calc. And in here, we're going to want to get the elements from the form. So remember, we named these now, num1 and num2, and we named the form calc. So what we're going to do is we're going to go var num1 equals document dot, and then instead of having to put that forms stuff, we can just put calc, because that's the name of the form now. And then we can go num1, and then we can go dot value. And what that value does is basically says whatever is inside this input, that's what the value is, and that's what you're assigning to num1 here. And then we can do var num2 equals document.calc.num2.value. Now, what we can do is we can use the switch function here, which we did before, and we can do we got to get our var operation equals document dot calc dot operation dot value. Okay, so now we're assigning what's ever chosen in this select drop down here to the variable of operation. So now we want to do switch operation, and then we want to go case, and we're going to want to go plus. We'll set up our break here, and then we can go var answer equals num1 plus num2. However, let's go down here then at the bottom here, and let's go document.write answer. And I want to show you what's going to happen here. So if I do 5 and 5, I keep it on plus and I hit calculate, it shows me 55. And you would think, well, why is that? Because we put these as number boxes. It still is reading it, because it's reading it as a value, it's reading it as a string, even if it's a number box. So what we need to do here is we need to go number and number. And what this does is this tells JavaScript, hey, this string is going to be a number, so test it, and as long as it is actually numbers, assign those as numbers. So now if we go 5 plus 5 and we hit calculate, now it works as it's supposed to. So let's continue to do this here. Case minus, let's hit break, var answer equals number num1 minus number num2. And I'm actually going to copy this because I want to paste it. You're going to become, as a programmer, you're going to become very good with copy and paste. So then we're going to do multiply. And we'll change this to multiply. And then we'll do case divide. Let's make this divide. Okay. So let's hit refresh here. If I put 5 and I put 5, oops. Let me put 5 and 5. I hit calculate. That's 10. And because we did number boxes here, we can actually use these up and down arrows if we want to. So if I want to go like this, and then I want to switch it to minus, I'm going to get -1. If I go, let's do 3 and, I don't know, 7, multiply, 21, and let's do 2 and 4, and we'll divide that, and we'll hit calculate, and we get 0.5, okay, which is 1/2, and 2 is half of 4. So that is our calculator. So let's go over the code again here really quick one more time. So we created a form with an opening form tag and a closing form tag. We named the form calc. We gave it an input type of number with a name of num1. We did a select option here, named it operation, and gave it the 4 mathematical operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Then we gave it another input value, which we named num2. And then we put a button that says calculate, and we put the on-click option in there and put a function called doCalc. So then you come over here to our scripts.js, and we did that function. We created that function doCalc. And then we created 3 variables. Num1 did the document.calc, which is the name of the form, and then the element, which is num1, which we named num1 here, and then the value of that, same here for num2, and then we just got the element num2, and for operation we just got the value of operation, which is the drop down. Then we set up a switch statement here for operation to check, is it addition? If so, add them. Is it subtraction? If so, subtract them. Is it multiplication? If so, multiply them. Is it division? If so, divide them. And then below the switch statement, we just did document.write answer. All right. So that takes kind of like anything we did earlier with the prompt, and now you actually built it into a form, and you validated that form with JavaScript. All right. So that's going to be the end of our beginner tutorial, and I hope these were a big help to you. Please subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell so that anytime I release a video, you'll get a notification. All right. Thanks for watching. Happy programming.